What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I actually wasn't going to do a second video today. I thought the first one this morning, it answered a lot of you guys' questions. There wasn't a lot of new updates, but there's one main update that I want to bring to your attention. First off, what we're hearing is that we are potentially going to see more stimulus. We're going to see more checks. We are seeing lawmakers propose new ideas. And these are things that I've been telling you for the past few months we are going to see. What we've been hearing over the past few months from many reporters and staff of senators and our representatives, we've been seeing that yes, they are trying to come up with new ideas and workarounds for an additional stimulus check. But why? The reason for this is because, according to many, we don't need a stimulus check. We don't need additional assistance. We don't need more money. And the reason for that is because the economy is turning around. We are seeing people go back to work. We are seeing, and this is for multiple weeks, consecutive weeks, we're seeing the jobless claims come in lower and lower. This is good. Now we're still about 140,000 people per week over what we were from the pre-levels, but we're still seeing better results. So here's what we know. Right now that cases are increasing. The ICUs are almost at capacity across the United States. There are multiple reports that are saying the reason why the capacity at some ICUs are not at 95 and 100% is because people are dying. That's the reason why there's available beds, because somebody just vacated that room and that bed because they passed away. So here's where people are starting to get a little bit antsy, a little bit worried about what's to come. Well, what we know is more stimulus is going to be in the next bill. It will be in that $3.5 trillion infrastructure package that many are calling a stimulus package. Well, here's something that I brought up about 2 weeks ago. There was a bill from Representative Gwen Moore. She was actually proposing up to $8,000 for parents. And you could earn up to $90,000 per year and still qualify for this bill and for this money. Here's what we know. She has since pretty much recanted that bill. She's pulled that back and modified it herself. She has looked at that bill and thought, you know what? That's too much. It's never going to pass. And I said this from the beginning. That's a good bill. That's a great start, but it's too high. Well, according to multiple reports, we are going to see this bill. This is a bill that has more support now than when she originally proposed it. And the reason for that is because she made multiple changes. Here are the changes. First one is this: up to $8,000 doesn't just go to parents. The child tax credit payments, that will go to parents. That will get extended. That is almost a guarantee. But this new proposal, this will bring up to $8,000 for adults. For adults. That's awesome. That is great. That means people on Social Security, veterans, right? Low-income earners are going to receive more assistance. So first off, if you are thankful for additional assistance and lawmakers actually looking out for lower income earners, people on Social Security, and veterans, first off, go ahead and hit that like button, because I, for one, absolutely love this bill. This is a great idea. Here's what we're seeing. Now first, Gwen Moore, a couple weeks ago, she proposed up to $90,000. If you make under $90,000, you would qualify for up to $8,000 as a couple who has children. Well, here's where things get a little different. What we know now is she wants to see anybody that makes under $30,000 per year. You can qualify up to a $4,000 adult tax credit. Yes, not an earned income tax credit, an adult tax credit, something a little bit different. We also know that she wants to see this as a monthly payment. And this is something that we've heard from the IRS, is that the IRS before, when the child tax credit payment was still being introduced, they were still discussing this. They had no idea what their involvement of it was going to be. The IRS was stating that their goal was to have some type of portal open up by June, which it effectively was like the end of June, but it was still opened up, and people could either accept a monthly payment or opt out of it and just qualify for the yearly payment at the end of the year. Well, what we know is this is exactly what she wants to see as well. She wants to see the American people, that's you, that's me, that's everybody else. She wants to see us have the ability to choose either a monthly payment or we get a yearly payment from the IRS when we file our income taxes. That's great. That's options. We need options. So that's the first one. That's the first change. Up to $30,000 per year, you get up to $4,000 as a parent tax or as an adult tax credit. The other one, if you make between $30,001 and $50,000. So effectively, she brought the number from $90,000 all the way down to $50,000, a $40,000 drop in income. But this is going to go to those that were hardest hit. This particular bill is going to go to those that really need the money. So you make between $30,001 and $50,000, you get up to $8,000 as an adult tax credit. So yes, you get more assistance. The goal behind this is to give the American people more of their money back. Don't tax people that are making, especially don't tax people, the majority of their income when they're making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. People that are making $1 million, $400,000 or plus, yes, obviously there's a decent amount of money that they have to pay back for taxes. But if you're making $20,000, she's saying no, this is not who we need to be taxing. We need to be taxing the multimillionaires and the billionaires and get the money that way, not from the low income and middle income earners. Those are not the ones that should be paying this tax. So what she is saying right now is that if you file your taxes and you are on Social Security, you get Social Security benefits, you're going to get this adult tax credit. If you are filing your taxes and you're a veteran, you're going to get this adult tax credit. If you are a low income earner, and it doesn't matter how much you earn, you will get this adult tax credit. But here's the kicker. If you only make, let's say $1,000, you're not going to get $4,000. You're just not. You will get a smaller amount. I don't know the exact amount, but you will get a smaller amount. And so that's where experts are saying, and again, the reason why I wanted to kind of wait on this video, I was going to do this tomorrow, but I decided it's so important, I want to do it today, and I will readdress this tomorrow as well. But I want to address this because this is something that a lot of people can benefit from. If you make $10,000, or let's say $15,000, you could potentially be getting $2,000 as an adult tax credit. That will be different. So again, this is good news. One thing I can tell you right now is her plan is to make this a non-refundable tax credit, so you don't have to actually go and pay this money back. So that's good news there. She also did not state whether or not she is going to propose this bill gets included into the infrastructure package. We know that $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, that bipartisan bill, is pretty much locked. That's what it's going to be. That is it. But the $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill, things could be different there. So as we know more there, I promise I'll fill you in on that update as well. One thing I just want to point out is that this is actually good news. Now, whether you like this particular bill and this proposal or not, that doesn't really matter. What matters the most to me, that lawmakers are now open to the idea of additional stimulus, and they're coming forward with their plans. I've been saying this for probably 4 months. I've been saying this for, I'd say about 5 months now, that we are going to see additional stimulus, but it will be disguised behind something else. It will not be the typical stimulus check that we are accustomed to seeing. That's that $1,200, $600, and $1,400 check. That's not what we're going to see. Okay? So according to multiple Senate aides and from lawmakers themselves, they are saying we will see additional assistance, additional relief, and possible stimulus will come to the American people. It just depends in what form and how it comes about. According to many reports and experts, it's going to come in that $3.5 trillion bill, which we will have more updates on. We will have a lot of updates come Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So that's what we know right now. But again, I just wanted to leave you with this little bit of information. Hopefully it kind of brightens your day. Hopefully you have an incredible weekend. But again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.